Hello, I am Zaid, and now we are going to discuss Section 4. The Section 4 is all about foreign investment climate of China. The promulgation of the foreign investment law will undoubtedly have a great impact on China's foreign investment climate. Recently, the topic of China's foreign investment climate has attracted much attention. So, what is the foreign investment climate of China? This section will introduce the foreign investment climate in 5 parts. First of all, let's take a look at what the investment environment is. The investment environment refers to various political factors, natural factors, economic factors, and social factors that determine and influence investment. Political factors refer to the political conditions, policies, and regulations of the host country. Natural factors refer to the natural geographical conditions related to investment. Economic factors refer to the country's economic level of development, economic system, economic development, strategy, infrastructure, foreign exchange control, and the degree of perfection in the financial market, currency stability, and etc. Social factors refer to social relationships that have an important impact on investment. From a performance perspective, the investment environment can be divided into a hard investment environment and a soft investment environment. The hard investment environment refers to the various factors that affect investment in physical forms, such as transportation, post, telecommunications, water and electricity supply, and living service facilities, etc. The soft environment refers to the various factors that affect investment that are not specifically physical forms, such as policies, level of economic engagement, technical proficiency, etc. The investment environment is a dynamic concept. Various factors that affect the investment environment are in constant change, so the investment environment is also constantly changing. Now that we have grasped the meaning of what an investment environment is, we will now briefly learn about the general situation of China's foreign investment climate. First of all, this chart shows the monthly FDI absorption of China from 1983 to August 2020, published by the Ministry of Commerce. The left axis represents the actual foreign capital flow, and the right axis represents the year-on-year growth rate. From the chart, we can see that the attraction of foreign investment has been steadily increasing, and its flow has risen sharply from the end of the 1990s to the beginning of the early 21st century. It also shows that China's foreign investment climate has been developing steadily over the long run. Over the 40 years of reform and the opening up of the economy, as an important part of basic national policy, China has actively absorbed foreign investment, with an average annual growth rate of 20% when it comes to the absorption of foreign capital. This is much higher than the national economic growth rate over the same period. At the end of 2018, China had a total of nearly 6,800,000 foreign funded enterprises, totaling 945.4 billion US dollars in foreign capital. China has become an important global host country for multinational investment and has a pivotal position in the field of international investment. The development of China's foreign investment climate has experienced a gradual improvement process, showing obvious stage. The most important of these is the Deng Xiaoping tour in 1992 and China's accession to the WTO in 2001. After Deng Xiaoping's speech on the Southern Tour in 1992, China has made huge improvements to the hard investment environment. All regions have improved infrastructure, the key task necessary to attract investment. Railways, high-grade railways, airport construction, and telecommunications have been developed rapidly. Computers and the internet have been popularized. Improvements in infrastructure are not limited to the eastern region, but the central and western regions are also committed to improving their respective infrastructure environment. From a soft investment environmental perspective, China's continuous legal framework improvements, sound macroeconomic policies, and governmental institutional reforms have led to rapid improvements in major governance factors. But in general, throughout the 1990s, foreign investment has expanded and developed due to special policies and preferences, such as special zones, bonded zones, high-tech zones, and development zones. Foreign investors receive preferential treatment, but at the same time, their activities are subject to some restrictions. Chemical requirements, technological transfer requirements, local content requirements, export requirements, etc. After entering the WTO, foreign investment conditions in China entered a new stage of development. Improvements in the investment environment are entered mainly on three aspects. One is to relax the scope of foreign investment access. Another is to accelerate the pace of opening up the service industry. And the last point is continue improving the soft investment environment and improve foreign investment. The focus of the legal and policy environment is to strengthen the cleanup of local regulations and related policies and measures for foreign investment. And the third is to regulate the use of foreign investment policies, such as regulating the inflow of foreign capital in the field of real estate, mergers, and acquisitions. After reading about the domestic capacity to bring in foreign investment, let's take a look at China's foreign investment climate at international level. This picture comes from the Global Business Environment Report 2020, released by the World Bank. The report shows that China's business environment has increased by 15 places when compared to 2019, ranking 31st in the global business environment. It can be seen that China's overall investment environment is still continuously optimizing and is at the forefront of the world. The fundamental reason why China has achieved such great success in absorbing foreign investment is that it has provided investors around the world with an excellent environment suitable for their investment, production, and operation. China's macroeconomic environment is being increasingly optimized, providing practical guarantees and broad prospects for foreign investment. In the more than 20 years, China's reform and opening up the national economy has maintained rapid growth with an average growth rate reaching double digits, ranking among the best in the world. Since the late 1990s, although the rate of growth has slowed, it still reached 7 to 8%, which is even more commendable in the context of the slower economic growth globally. Gross domestic product was 744.3 billion yuan in 1997, 79396 billion yuan in 1998, 825.4 billion yuan in 1999, 8940.4 billion yuan in 2000, 955.3 billion yuan in 2001, and 10.23 trillion yuan in 2002, making it the sixth largest economy in the world. The level of China's economic development has also improved rapidly. Per capita GDP reached nearly 1,000 US dollars. People's living standards have greatly improved. The problem of food and clothing has basically been solved. Some regions and some of the population have taken the lead in entering the middle class level of development. Furthermore, national economic growth and development prospects showed excellent performance. The national economic growth between 1998 and 2002 was about 7.5%, which was still among the highest in the world. In 2002, economic growth reached 8%. In recent years, in order to promote economic development, the government adopted a proactive fiscal policy, stabilized the exchange rate, lowered interest rates, and increased household savings, which now exceeded 8 trillion yuan. In terms of factors of production, China's production costs, including labor, raw materials, services, are extremely competitive globally. Wage costs are not only much lower than in developed countries, but also lower than in most developing countries. China's economic openness is also increasing. In 2002, the total value of foreign trade, imports and exports was 620.8 billion US dollars, accounting for more than 40% of the GDP. Exports totaled 325.6 billion US dollars, accounting for about 25% of GDP, which is even higher than that of many developed market economies. FDI stock is more than 430 billion US dollars, accounting for about one third of annual GDP. It absorbs about 50 billion US dollars in foreign investment each year, accounting for about 4% of the GDP. The above situation shows that China's good macroeconomic environment provides realistic conditions for foreign investment and demonstrate a specific spectrum of prospects. At the same time, a significant improvement in the hard infrastructure environment provides a strong foundation and guarantee for foreign investors. China has a large land area, abundant resources, beautiful environment, and a good climate which is suitable for foreign investment in various forms and scales. From a resource endowment perspective, China is rich in agricultural resources and various planting and breeding industries such as agriculture, forestry, animal husbandry, and fishery are well developed, with complete varieties and complete production system. Dozens of mineral resources rank among the top in the world, with the large reserves of natural resources making it one of the countries with the most resources in the world. This provides China with a great advantage in attracting resource-seeking foreign investment. At the same time, its abundant natural resources also provide support for foreign investment in various manufacturing and even service industries. In recent years, China's infrastructure has also been greatly improved. Infrastructure construction such as in transportation, communication, water and electricity supply is basically complete, and the supply capacity and quality of energy, raw materials, and parts have been significantly improved, providing good conditions for foreign firms engaged in production and service operation. And then we have the continuous improvement of the soft environment for foreign investment. First, the stable political environment in China has created the necessary social conditions for attracting foreign investment. Second, the market economy has been established and laws and regulations have been gradually improved, creating a good legal environment for foreign investors. Third, with the improvement of the level of education and the opening up to the outside world, quality of life has improved for the people. Additionally, ideology has changed greatly, and differences in language, culture, and customs have narrowed, providing a suitable social environment for foreign investors. Fourth, the labor force is competent, well trained, and of good quality. The abundance of cheap labor and the resulting cost advantages provide huge opportunities for foreign investors who invest in the labor intensive industries. In fact, more than half of China's foreign investment is concentrated in these type of industries. On the other hand, China also has a well-educated and skilled labor force capable of working in foreign high-tech industries. In the field of business management, legal services, and accounting, there is still a lack of high-level professionals, but this situation is also changing. Fifth, the more relevant foreign investment policies are becoming more and more in line with market economy requirements and international rules. Industrial policy has become an important means for China to regulate foreign investment. In accordance with the national economies and industrial development strategy, China has formulated a comprehensive industrial policy for foreign investment to guide investment in target industries. In April 2002, Chinese government issued a newly revised foreign investment industry guidance catalog to encourage foreign investment to flow more to target industries, as well as industries such as agriculture, resource development, infrastructure construction, export, and high-tech industries. It also specifies certain industries in which wholly foreign-owned enterprises are not allowed to be established, as well as certain strategic industries and areas of investment that must be controlled by the Chinese state. According to China's WTO commitments, the degree of industrial openness has been greatly expanded. For example, the status of telecommunication service industries has been changed from prohibited category to the restricted category. Areas of business, finance, insurance, commerce, and foreign trade have also been further liberalized. In terms of regional development and the initiation of the Western Development Strategy, the government has published a catalogue of advantageous industries for foreign investment in Central and Western regions, which provides preferential policies for foreign investors in these advantageous industries. In terms of foreign trade management, China has drastically reduced tariffs and phased out plans, quotas, and management license to ensure transparency in the formulation and implementation of relevant policies. In addition, foreign exchange management restrictions will be gradually relaxed. Naturally, there will certainly be some unfavorable aspects present in the process of economic development. One of the most concerning is the constraints and restrictions imposed by the legal system. Under the current circumstances, the opening up of new era for investment while at the same time reducing cost has become more and more important. This includes finance, insurance, and telecommunications. The relaxation of equity restrictions on foreign investment in certain areas such as commerce, foreign trade, automobiles, chemicals, certain energy sectors, infrastructure, and mineral resources development project is not complete. Foreign investment law has just been adopted, and implementation needs to continue to be adjusted and improved. A more recent and heavy blow to foreign investment is the epidemic, because a new crown epidemic spreads around the world, severely impacting the development of the global economy and the investment capacity of foreign companies. China's foreign investment climate is a result of a combination of internal conditions and external factors. Since the reforms and opening up of the economy, China has always maintained an open and proactive attitude. On the one hand, China's huge market and complete efficient industrial chain are the keys to attracting foreign investment. On the other hand, facing possible future risks and challenges means that China still needs to be open more to the outside world and accelerate its transformation and upgrading. The road ahead will not be smooth, and expanding foreign investment is not a one-shot deal. But no matter what, China is ready to embrace the world and welcome foreign businessmen to invest in China. Thank you so much for watching. This section is finished now.